And that's a great place to be because at Vernon Worthen Park on July 3rd, they've got fireworks and a breakfast and a whole bunch of stuff. So if you don't want to travel too far from home, head right down there to Vernon Worthen Park and check out what they've got going on. Or out in Washington, they've got some stuff that starts at 7 a.m. They've got a pancake breakfast, which I always love. If you want more information about these events and other events that are happening in Southern Utah, check out independentpublishing.com, The Independent, the local magazine. They have even more things than I've talked about on their website, so you can know exactly what you want to do on the 4th. Number 7. We talked about this, and you made fun of me a little bit about the movies in the park because I think it's a great date idea, but Lex seems to think it's a little bit juvenile for a date. I don't know, though. Disney movies?
I guess so.
I think you could take a date, or your family, either way. But we have 2 locations that do movies in the park here in Southern Utah, and they're free. So make sure you check them out. We've got them in Washington at Veterans Park, and June 11th, they're showing The Lion King, and then July 9th, they're showing Toy Story. So you can go check those out. Those are, you know, kind of kid movies. But then also Sunset on the Square, which is in St. George, the city of St. George, right downtown. They're showing on June 11th a movie called Imagine That. And then on June 25th, they're showing a movie called Solo. And I've never heard of either one of those, have you? Okay, so you'll just have to go check it out. It's free. There's a bunch of other stuff going on there as well. And those movies start just right when the sun goes down. So the time changes a little bit, 8:30-ish. Is when the movie starts. Have you ever been to any of those?
I have not.
I take my son all the time, and he loves it. So go check it out. Number 8, you can vote for the teacher in Southern Utah that you think is the best teacher in all of Southern Utah. Any teacher you want. You vote for this at, I got to tell you, it's through Washington County. And you vote through St. George Magazine, and all you have to do is nominate your teacher by June 15th, and you have to write an explanation of why you think this is your favorite teacher or the best teacher in Southern Utah. It has to be 150 words or less, and I'm sorry, parents, you can't write it for your kids. Your kids actually have to write it. Unless they're small, teeny kids, you can help them.
Yeah, they can help.
Yeah. So did you have a favorite teacher growing up?
I grew up a long time ago.
You can't remember way back then.
When I grew up.
You know what? I can't remember very many of my teachers either, but I had a teacher in high school that I just loved that was my journalism teacher that really made a difference in my life. So make sure you vote for your favorite teacher. They do tons of hard work. It's the least you can do. You know.
I remember now because you said high school.
Yes.
And so I'm like, oh yeah, I did go to high school.
Yeah.
The reation why I ended up in St. George was because of my high school teacher.
Really?
His professor, Jay Slade, professor at Dixie, was in the graphics program, and he said, go down there, he'll take care of you, and he did, and I've pretty much been here ever since.
Well, and here you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, you can't vote for him because he's not in Southern Utah, right? But find a teacher in Southern Utah that's made a difference in your life and make sure you vote. Number 9, concerts in the park. Now, this is also a free activity. It's not to be confused with movies in the park. Concerts in the park, also a free event right downtown St. George. There's one on June 14th, and it is Paul Boroff, I think is how you pronounce his last name, but he plays jazz, swing, and blues type of music. So if you're interested in that, it's free. Go check it out right downtown. Also, on June 12th, we have Sherry Peterson.
July 12th.
July 12th, sorry. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're helping me co-host. This is what I need. She is doing a patriotic show. So it's Vernon Worthen Park, starts at 7:30 p.m. Go check those out. Number 10. Now this sounds like something you would be interested in, and I'm sure you've been to the downtown farmers market. Because you've told me that you're really into like fresh fruits and vegetables and whole foods and all this, right?
I didn't know about this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that I'm telling you.
Yes, I'm glad you're informing me.
Okay. Well, Lex, whenever I talk to him on the phone, he's drinking some health shake or eating some sort of like whole health food. So, downtown farmers market, you've got to go check it out. It's right down there in Ancestor Square. It's a nonprofit event for the community. They've got fresh organic fruits and vegetables, homemade crafts. It's a really cool thing. It's 8 a.m. to noon every Saturday, all through the summer. So you need to start going to this.
You'll find me there.
Number 11, And this is kind of another public notice. Zion's National Park, beginning June 7th, all the canyons and trails accessed from Tunnel Road will be closed Monday through Friday because they're doing some construction. So if that's something you like to do in the summers, go up there and hike, just be aware of that. My brother goes up there all the time, so Drew, that's for you. Make sure you write it down. And number 12, finally, and this kind of goes along with the guests that I have in studio, the Roadrunners, the professional baseball team that we have here in St. George, they do a really cool thing during the summer. They have something called Friday Night Fireworks, and it's not every Friday, but many Fridays throughout the summer, you can go and after the game at halftime, they've got fireworks going on. And the next kind of big block of home games that they have coming up is June 22nd through the 26th. But you can go to their website and see when all of their games are. It's great to take kids to Roadrunners. They're so close, and you can check out some fireworks as well when you go. And we're not going to be talking to any members of the team specifically, the actual baseball team, but still members of the team no less. We have got some, and help me pronounce it again.
Chaparrals.
Chaparrals, and I'm going to ask them what their name means when I get them on here. But I've got two girls that are on the dance team. It's a new dance team. They dance for the Roadrunners and for the crowd. I'm really excited to have them here on set today. So we're going to go to commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking to them.
Hit it.
Support the Red Cross and change a life, starting with your own.
May I walk you across the street?
Sure. Why not? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Facing your future without a four-year degree is like performing a symphony with half an instrument. At Dixie State College of Utah, we supply the missing pieces.
The City of St. George invites you to come play around.